The American bittern was one of the birds I kept hoping to see, but couldn't seem to ever find. Then one day in late April of this year, I was at my local wetlands and happened to see something small and compact, flapping continuously over the marsh. I got my lens on it and, sure enough, it was a bittern. I was too far away to get a crisp photo, but I was still happy to get these shots. It landed in a nearby stand of cattails where it blended right in. No wonder I've had a hard time finding them. Its camouflage is incredible. Their necks have brown and white stripes, allowing them to fit in effortlessly with the sea of reeds. It stands stock still alongside them, often with its bill pointed skyward. Sometimes, if the wind is blowing, it will sway side to side, fooling everyone into believing that it, too, is just another cattail. Not only are their feathers brilliantly colored to match their environment, but so are their legs and bill. They're a light green, which comes in handy as the marsh becomes filled with the new plant life of spring. The American bittern is a type of heron, but unlike some of their long and lean cousins, bitterns have short legs and thick necks. A few times when looking at pictures of their statuesque pose in the reeds, I've had the humorous thought that they look like nothing more than a giant neck with legs. They are sometimes confused with juvenile black-crowned night herons. Bitterns are a lighter, more even brown, and have a black neck patch that is sometimes concealed but can be seen here. Juvenile black-crowns are darker brown with white streaks throughout and no neck patch. They also perch in trees, something that bitterns seldom ever do. But like herons, they have eyes that are remarkably suited to how they catch prey. They can give the impression of being a cattail, but at the same time, have their eyes focused down at the water, waiting for a fish, frog, insect, or crustacean to go by. Eyes placed on the sides of their head provides them with a wide field of vision to watch for danger. But the eyes are also placed farther forward and slightly downward, allowing them to look down at the water. When it comes closer to striking time, it will hold its bill horizontal to the water, making movements that are so slow that they are barely perceptible. When you rely on the stalk and strike technique to make your living, 2 eyes are better than 1 for depth perception and overcoming the challenges of light refraction in water. If you're not lucky enough to see an American bittern fly into your location, try zooming in with your optics and look at where the cattails meet the water. Pan horizontally and see if you can make out their shape. But the best way to find them is to listen for the male's call in the spring, at dawn and dusk. This brings me to the bittern's most defining characteristic. I'll just play the clip and let it speak for itself. Isn't that just fantastic? It has been appropriately described as pump-er-lunk, and there is no other sound like it. Just so wonderfully weird. This strange and bizarre call is what has earned them the nicknames Meyer Drum, Stake Driver, Thunder Pumper, and Water Belcher. There's a lot that is still unknown in terms of the anatomy of their call, but what we do know is that the initial gulp of air, accompanied by the bill snapping shut, function to inflate the esophagus. Once the esophagus is full of air, the pumperlunk sound is made with the syrinx. It's similar to the coo produced by a dove, pigeon, or roadrunner. I like to think of it as a bagpipes, where air is taken in to inflate the bag, or esophagus in this case. And when the bag is compressed, it pushes air out and creates sound, though instead of reeds vibrating as in the bagpipes, It's the syrinx. The bittern's eyes are yellow except for during the breeding season when they turn orange. The male has a white ruff between the shoulders that is normally concealed. He fluffs these feathers up when courting the female or when competing with other males. Bitterns tend to be solitary, only coming together to mate, contest territory, or to migrate in small groups. There is still so much that is left to discover about these secretive birds. Have you ever seen an American bittern or any other kind of bittern? There are many different kinds all around the globe, each with its own unique call. Let me know in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching. That's all for this time. I'll see you again soon.